Good morning to everyone. I was going to get on here a few minutes ago. I thought, you know what, I might want to get myself a little bit more, fix my hair instead of get on here looking like a wild woman. Okay, but I would like to address some pictures that I had taken in the past of like the two suns, traveling through the clouds and stuff, okay? I used to take a lot of pictures like that, and I'm going to flip this around. Right here, as you can see, I have thousands and thousands of images like this, thousands of them. I would take them nearly every day, okay? And these images right here, they're backed up on my Seagate, they're backed up on my OneDrive, they're backed up in the cloud, they're backed up on thumb drives. Okay, I don't care if people share my pictures. I want you to share my pictures. But you know what? I also want you to follow the intellectual copyright laws, okay? And I would not even address this had not I seen a picture of mine that was posted by someone passing off this picture as theirs that was taken in Pennsylvania. Okay, I have hid the person's name, okay, but you know what? That just runs straight through me. This picture right here, immediately when I saw this picture, I thought, now wait a minute, that is my picture. And it says, the truth is up. Man can't hide it no more. This individual goes on to say that, they took that picture in Pennsylvania. And you know what? I'm sitting there thinking, that is my picture. And you are not being truthful to the people. Just because I haven't showed these pictures for months and months, you may think, well, she ain't got no record of it. She's already forgot about it. No, I have not forgot about it, okay? I have not forgot about that exact picture. Now, you all just bear with me because I don't like this. I don't like people lying, okay? And I'm going to call you out when you pass something off of mine as yours by misleading people. I'm not a person who misleads other people. I put a lot of hard hours into my work, okay? A whole lot of hard hours into my work. Now, we're going to look at this. You see this image right here? Okay. Looks all nice and dandy. It hasn't been circulating for a long time. This was the sequence of pictures right here that I took. All right? Right here. We're going to get to it. The sequence of my pictures that I took with that. Right here. See this? Here, right here, is that exact image right there. It really bothers me. This was my picture right here. And someone's using this to mislead others, okay? No, I don't want to put my name on my pictures, I want them to be shared with others. I really do. But you know what? This really bothers me, and this individual, I'm not going to let them be my friend anymore because of that. Because that is so misleading to others, and I can't have that. I don't like that. There are numerous people who share the images that I post with others, and they do it in the right way. They do it in the right way, okay? And I don't have a problem with that. I promise you, I don't have a problem with that. It doesn't matter if my name is on it or not, because you know what? They follow the right. They do the right thing, okay? They do the right thing. So if you see that image floating around, I just want you to know where it came from. It came right here off of my images, right here. Because I took so many of these images way back, gobs of them, of the sun through the clouds. That bothers me. Okay, I put all these pictures on here to share with others, and I make them all public, in good faith. I do, and I would expect the pictures to be shared in good faith also. And I thank you, a big thank you to everyone who are sharing these pictures in good faith, and and trying to get the message out, and not, misleading others saying that you took them. Thank you so much for being truthful and honest, because we're not going to help anybody by being dishonest, okay? We're going to lead people with the truth, not with falsehood. We are not, okay? Light Evandrus, good morning. Thank you. I know I'll be fine, but that just runs right through me. It does. Yeah. When I see an image of mine and someone doesn't tell the truth, see, that's where the problem lies, when you tell a falsehood. I don't even like to use the word lie. I don't like to label people as liars, because that's such a strong word. I'm not giving the name of the person who did that. He was on my friends list, and a lot of my friends are also his friends, but I've just now blocked him because, I don't like that. That is misleading others, and, I'm sorry. And I know you'll see this video, but you may not. Yeah, I am genuine. And if you see a picture on my page also, if you see any picture on my page that I haven't taken, I will tell you where it was taken and who it came from, okay? Oh my gosh. That really does bother me. It does. And I shouldn't let it get to me, but you know what? I don't like that. I don't like being done like that when I am trying to be truthful and not telling a lie. Thank you, Marcus Miller. So you know what? I've got a big thing of blocked people right here. And you see, I hid the name of the person right there. I did, because I don't want to say their name, but I did not. I did want to address it. I did, and I have thousands upon thousands of images. I do, thousands upon thousands of images of this sun going through the clouds with this other one, and these were taken back. This was in July. I've got thousands of them. I really do. There's just so many of them, and I doubt even if you went on my timeline, if you'd be able to find these pictures, unless someone really took the time to go on my timeline. And I loved taking the pictures of the sun in the clouds, traveling through the clouds with that. Because the images were so beautiful. They were beautiful captures and stuff. And I'm not going to let anyone interrupt my mission. I'm not. I'm going to continue to take my pictures. I am, because I am dedicated to it. I am. And I know you have to stand up for yourself at times, because there may come a time in your life, and there has been times in people's lives where no one stood up for them and they had to stand up for themselves. Thank you, John Agony. But yeah, so if you see a lot of those images of the sun through the clouds, and if I see them, I can tell you immediately, hey, that's one of those pictures that I've taken, because I've got backup upon backups. I really do. And it was exciting. I'd go out there with my tripod. I thought, oh, I'm going to get the sun traveling through the clouds with that other sun or object. Hola, Irene, Mensingina. Hello, Jeff West. Hello. Hello to you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Miss Mustafa Zibrad. Thank you. I do. Yeah, and I do have some pretty good videos of the sun traveling through the clouds also with that other object. They're really nice looking. It's sometimes it's very dramatic with them images like that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Like this. Sometimes when you go through the frame, there you see this big old black thing in the sky, whatever it was. And I know those who are new to my page, I've got so many followers now, they haven't seen these pictures like this because, you know, that was months back, all these pictures like this. Hello, David Chuang. You probably did see one of my pictures somewhere, Andy. They're floating all over the place on people's pages and stuff. They are all over the place, and that's okay. I want them to float all over because I do like to... I like to share what I have with others because others would like to see them also. Good morning, Emily Crockett. I hope I said your name right. I really do. I'm sure I have. Yeah. Yeah. I'm shaking my head at it. I am shaking my head at that. I really am. But you know what? I put a lot of work in these pictures, a lot of my time taking all these pictures. I did. I didn't just get out there just to do it for fun. I didn't. I enjoyed what I'm doing, and what I did. I enjoy it immensely. Hello, Nicolo. Nice seeing you, Paula. Listen to great music and have fun. Well, sometimes a solitude, a silence is nice, and maybe some little bit of classical music, some piano music or orchestra music, as long as it's not too boo loud and stuff. Yeah. Good morning, Patrick Henderson. Hello, Paul. Hello, I can't read your writing. It looks like it's Arabic or something. Yeah. But I did zoom up on a picture last night. I don't even think I'm logged onto my Facebook. I'm not logged onto my Facebook on my big computer at all right now. At all. And I am thankful that other people are getting out there taking pictures. It's really nice to see the pictures they've taken in the comment section. Good afternoon, Linda Apontin Lewis. My grandmother's maiden name was Lewis on my dad's side. The Silk Road, Mehmet Koskan. Hello. Yeah. I might try to log into my Facebook to bring up some pictures that you all have already seen. Yeah, well, I didn't get the right password in. You know, sometimes you'll be typing your password into your Facebook and you think, I know I typed the right password, and especially if you're on your phone, this has happened to me several times in the past. You'll type in that right password, and guess what? Someone gets into your account like that because it tells you that you got the wrong password. Good morning, Tanya Bickle. Good morning. I have not went out there and taken any pictures right now. I haven't, but that's okay. I'm trying to type into my Facebook. Okay, that didn't work like that. So that's telling me something's going on. So I'm not going to attempt to type into my Facebook again because, you know, that could be a trap for me. Simon Murchie, hello. Is anything moon? Good morning, Tanya Bickle. No, I was just addressing some of the pictures that I had taken in the past of the two suns or whatever you wanted to call them traveling through the clouds, and that I saw one of my pictures this morning that was someone said that they had taken it today in the wee hours of the morning in Pennsylvania. And, you know, I thought, no, that you did not. And I wanted to address that because I have all my pictures that I've ever taken backed up on my computer. There's thousands upon thousands of them. And not just on my computer, also on other external devices and internal devices and in the cloud. Hello, Katrina Collier. Zozef Kiss, no dance. I don't feel like dancing right now. I mean, you know, that dancing would probably do me good if I wanted to dance right now. It might make me happy, but I'm not in a dancing mood right now. But that's all right. I do love to dance because it does make me feel better. It really does. There is not a day that I don't go out there and take a picture. Sometimes I won't share pictures because, you know, I just, my day gets a little busy, but it doesn't mean I didn't take pictures and look at them. But I have noticed that I have to be in the right frame of mind in order to even work the pictures because, you know, if your mind's not in it, your spirit's not in it, you're just wasting your time doing it. Yeah. Because you've got to love what you're doing, and you've got to be in the mood. Otherwise, it's like you're defeating your purpose. Like Evan Dress. It's not worth dancing when I have music that might be copyrighted, and then I get banned from my Facebook by uploading music that has a copyright on it. Yeah, because they take, these social media sites take that thing very seriously because the rights are owned to someone else and they're registered in a big database. Otherwise I would. I used to all the time, but that's okay. I'm just looking at these comments. Has anyone got any questions for me? Because I would answer them. I would. I want to stick this on my little tripod right now, just for one moment, like this, like ooh. Mehmet, publish important developments in writing. Then that means that would be a full-time job in itself, doing that. But I have some people who are taking every single picture that I post and they're making a big database. Some for not so noble purposes and then some for noble purposes. But that's okay, you know. It's okay. God knows the intention of each person's heart and why they're doing it. So some of those things are just out of my control. I just leave it in God's hands, you know. Yeah. Dance for the stars. You know, there are many times when I come home at night and I have some happy song on the radio and I just get outside because that happy song is still playing and I just dance in the night. I do. Good morning to you, Patty. Thank you, Karen Daniel Stinger. I can't say your name right. That's okay. Cortez Huntley, what got me started in this? I was driving to my mother's house one day back in June, and I came to a stop sign, and I looked up in the sky, and there was this sun, and there was chemtrails up there, but there was also clouds, and there was this cloud-like figure. It was enormous, of a woman kneeling, and you could clearly tell it was a woman. She was kneeling, and her head was turned backwards, and her hands were like placed in front of her, and there was like this glowing blue like ball. I don't know if it was an effect from the camera or whatever, but immediately it caught my attention because it was undeniable that this was a figure of a woman in the clouds. And so I took my camera out, and I immediately snapped a picture. But within seconds, that figure was gone. So that's when I started taking pictures up there in the sky and started looking. And you know, as time progressed, I started was able to get better images. Have I received threats or messages from the government or emissaries or intelligence agencies to stop filming? No, I have not. I have not received any threats, only from individuals, keyboard warriors, but that's okay. You know, it takes all people from all walks of life to make it in this world and to help balance us out. It's not nice to have bad people, but you know, the bad and the good, you know, we just balance each other out. Some of us have strengths and some of us have weaknesses, and you know, yeah. Hello, Edmund Morshidi. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question, Cortez. Hey, you know, that reminds me of history books, Cortez. The Indian Cortez. Good evening from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Dr. Nabil Yosori, good evening. Hello, Edmund Morshidi. You're welcome, Simon. I might try one more time to type into my my Facebook. I really might, but then I'll have to go into my settings because somebody might have got in there and try to hack my account. We'll see if I make it this time. If I don't, then I made it. I guess I was a typing in error. Typing in error. Good morning, Luis Ruiz. Yeah, I did take some pictures last night. I did. I took several more pictures, but I really didn't go through them at all. But this clearly does. It looks like a ship. It really does. It's more detailed. And I did zoom up on that picture right there. And I kind of rushed doing these right here. I did. I kind of rushed through it right there. Because I thought, oh, I'm so exhausted. And I was exhausted, but that's okay. I think this right here is a large UFO. And it is silver-like. It really is up there. I just wish I knew where these were coming from. I really do. But there is no denying that there are UFOs up there in the sky, and some are being hidden by the chemtrails and the clouds and whatever else. And some are, you know, they can hide themselves because they have a good cloaking technology. And I know the governments of the world, you know, they know what's out there flying around in their skies and their airspace. And their fighter jets have been chasing off UFOs too. It just don't really make the news, all that's going on. And it's probably a good thing that all this UFO activity does not make the headlines every day, because people would be in a state of panic. They really would. Good morning, Gloria Sanchez. And Anaket Pramslele from Thailand. Good morning to you. Now see, I'm feeling better. I really am. You know, well, I was excited to see the image of the two suns, like, traveling through the clouds. Yeah. So it was very exciting for me. James Vines, I caught a part of your comment. It just says, "Hi, girl has." I know some people wonder, Gina, how you can't get these images at night in the night sky when you take your pictures. Well, I do. Some of my best images come from the night sky because I just turn on my flash. And, you know, they kind of make fun of me for doing that because they don't get the same results, but I can't help it. What the results that I get what I'm supposed to get. Thank you, Brian Avery. Love you too. Good morning, Nina Morales. Thank you. Yeah, we do have a Space Force, and you know, it probably has been active for quite a while, but it's like probably one of those black projects that you don't hear anything about. And now it's like slowly being brought out into the open, and I think that's good too. You know, at least we got a space program up there. I think that's pretty neat. I do. Thank you, Jody. You have a wonderful day also. Yeah. And I would go through these photos of mine, but you know, when you have them on the computer, the image gets so enlarged, you can't really see that well. It just turns up like a big old blur like that. So it's best for you to look at the images on your own. It really is. Hopefully, you know, we'll get some better images in the days to come. We will, and some new and exciting things to look at. And you know, even though they may be new and exciting, you know, they may be a little scary for some to look at them. But that's okay. You know, you have to go out there with in faith, believing that you're gonna get something up there in the sky, because I do think that these things, whatever's up there, you will get a picture of them if they want you to get a picture of them, and if your intent within you is good. Thank you, Ana de Gennaro. Thank you. Good morning from Mexico, Colima, Angel Andrade. Good morning to you. Luisa Ferrare, good afternoon from Italy. Yes, and if you were just tuning in, I was just addressing some photos that I had taken of the two suns months back that were traveling through the clouds. That's what I was doing. And because I saw one of my images, this particular image, posted on someone's page, and they had said they had just taken it. But I normally would not do a video about that if it was shared in good faith, but it wasn't shared in good faith. It was very misleading to people, so I brought it out into the open. I just don't like that, being dishonest. And you know, you could even like be totally against me and share my pictures, and yet you will still say, yeah, she took these pictures. And to me, that's better than, you know, saying you're for a person and then sharing with that person the work that the person had and taking it as your own. To me, that's worse than the person who, you know, who is against you, but yet they share the things that you take, and you know, they say, yeah, they took it. And they could even be very horrible pictures, but that's okay. To me, I look up more to a person like that than a person who is not totally honest with others. Yeah, I can be portrayed in a derogatory way, but yet the things people show, they can be horrible things, pictures that I've taken, not my best pictures, but yet they're being honest. If you can be honest and like that, but you can. Yeah. Patty. Oh no, I wasn't under the weather yesterday, Patty. I had to work. Yeah. You were having some withdrawals. Yeah, I had to work, and then I was exhausted, and it was like a rainy, gloomy day also. But yeah, I was fine. I took pictures. I just didn't have a time to go through them. Yeah. Good afternoon, Petra Akabakova from the Czech Republic. Good evening, Mohammed Al-Hassan. I haven't taken pictures this morning, if anyone's asking. I haven't went out there and taken pictures yet, but I will eventually go out there and take a picture today and hope that I get something in those pictures. I'm sure I'm going to get something in them. Mark Morgan, greetings from Squatchville. Aaron Elizabeth Ardorn, good morning from New Mexico. Good morning to you. And good morning to everyone. I know it's probably the afternoon where some people are at, but that's okay. And it's probably the evening where some people are at, depending on what part of the world that you are in. Yeah. Oh my. Mohammed Al-Hassan Miss. I did not see the footage of the lights over Queens, New York. I might have. Yeah, there seemed to be like there was a lot of transformers that went out across the United States. And you have to think if there was, wonder what was happening. I know that they have technology that can travel through. You know, you can do an EMP and it can travel through these power lines, these transformers, and just knock out power to a lot of places. Aleppo, Syria. Muhammad. Adrian, Elizabeth, Adrian, thank you. Yeah, Project Bluebeam. Boston, it looked like a... Oh, you did from Richie, Boston. It looked like a snake in the sky. It's probably the same type of aircraft that I had pictured, took a picture of that, yeah, it just transformed, shape-shifting UFOs up there. And they really do. They look like airplanes up there in the sky. It's... You think you're looking at a regular airplane, but then something within you saying, you know, that does not look like a normal commercial airplane, and it does not look like a normal military airplane. That looks totally something different because the lights don't even light the way that they're supposed to. They don't blink the way that they're supposed to. They're just in the wrong spot, but then, you know, they're doing their own thing up there in the sky. It's 7:20 in the Pacific Northwest. Patty, that's a little early, but that's okay. I'm sure you are having you a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. San Antonio, Texas. That wasn't too far from me when I lived in San Angelo, Texas. Yeah, it wasn't. You know, when I look at some of these pictures that I would take, I would try to catch the sun rising in the mornings. I would. I looked forward to it. I know these are kind of blurry, but they're kind of dark. I'm gonna zoom in on this. Oh yeah, that was a video of the sun rising in the sky right there with this other sun. It was like a 2-minute video. So I did do videos like this for people who are watching, and my computer is just loaded with pictures. And it's blinking like that because I was holding the phone like that. But I thought it was pretty amazing. And I would just sit and look at it in amazement. I haven't taken pictures like this in a long time of these 2 suns up here in the sky. I haven't. And a lot of these videos and pictures that I took, they never made it to the the Facebook because I tried to only take the best pictures and the best videos and put them on the Facebook to share with others. But yeah, I have thousands of images like this and things of the 2 suns. I really do. I mean, I just thought they were so beautiful up there in the sky. And we're going to flip through these real fast now that I'm in here in this big old database. Yeah, the sun, it would just get so big and bright. And then you just have this little object right here. Erin Elizabeth, Adron in the southwest. Yeah, these are... I couldn't go back on my Facebook page because these pictures right here, yeah. This picture was taken back in July. Yeah, I took all these pictures. There was when I first started off, like in June, I took a little bit of pictures, and then when I discovered, hey, I can get a picture of the sun in the sky, I hooked it up to my binoculars. I did, my compact binoculars on my tripod. This was back in July the 5th. I took images every single day. I did. This was July 5th of this year right here. And it was always in the sky with the sun. It was. That's why if I see images of these type of images, I know where they came from because I took them, is what happened. Yeah. And I know, yeah. Do I love Syria? I've never been to Syria. I haven't. Yeah, the other people have seen the 2 suns. I could probably go out there today if there was some clouds and stuff and catch some in the clouds. But it doesn't look too nice out there right now to catch that. It really doesn't. And that's what got me in trouble also from the very go-get, filming the two sons and stuff. I had people coming at me left and right. Yeah, it was a a big bashing time. But you know, I was out there just starting. I was trying to do my best. I was out there trying to get images to share with other people. I was. And it was constant. They were on me left and right. But that's okay. That is quite all right. It is quite all right. It is. And I would also get these images like this in the sky right here. These would show up in the sky right here. And these right here, they are from my camera, these dots right there. I would take a lot of images like that also in the sky, because this, clearly all of these weren't from my camera. All of those weren't from my camera right there. And this was back in July the 6th. So, yeah, this is what I would see just taking with my iPhone SE. This was definitely there, this and this and this and this. And this right here would be from my camera. So I spent a lot of my time taking pictures like that. Close up of the sun and not so close up of the sun. I don't know what it was, but it was so interesting, Ajal Ananda, to see the two suns in the sky. I just didn't know what to think, but there are people out there who had their own theories that it was like Nibiru up there in the sky. Nibiru, or the blue Kachina, the red Kachina up there. Yeah. But like every chance I'd get, I want to go out there, and I try to catch some amazing images like this. And this was just with my iPhone SE up there. This was green, and this was blue. And you know, there was other things down here in the sky as well. I don't know what they were. They could have been planets or something. They could have been orbs. But I would always go out there because I was just fascinated by what was in the sky. And I still am fascinated by what's in the sky. And, yeah. Make sure you're at least, well, I think I am at least 600 feet above sea level. I did look up the sea level of where I live at. I did. Yeah, but there are things up there in the sky, and for people to deny that there's stuff up there, you know, that's not. Oh, you can't pass everything off as, you know, not being there. You can't do that. You really can't. Tammy Richards, hello. Yeah, but for those who are tuning in, I was just talking about pictures that I had taken in the past, because I saw someone had shared one of my pictures as theirs, and I knew it was mine, so I was just addressing it. But I did take pictures like that before in the sky. But, yeah. I am from Salem, Indiana in the United States, Muhammad. That's where I am from. Yeah. Oh. You're from Silver City, New Mexico, Mona Ruling. That's wonderful, Mona. It is. Why the sun seems flashing? Well, if you saw the sun flashing on here, it was because I was holding my phone up to my computer monitor. So that was what you were seeing, the sun doing that. It was just an effect of the computer, is what it was. Yeah, for those, so when you see images like this, you know, I've got a big database of them. I would just take image after image of these two suns. And you can see they are hidden. This is hidden in the clouds with that. It's behind the clouds, whatever it was. And I could probably focus more on that, these type of pictures. But I just haven't been drawn to that yet. And see, you're all seeing these right here, in here. You just, yeah, I just have tons and tons of pictures. You don't think it's Nibiru. Nibiru has a twin planet in orbit that is somewhat close, but it's just info to say Nibiru. Yeah, your guess is sun simulator technology or a ship of some sorts, maybe timeline bleeding. You know, that could be true too. That's why I really would not say what it was, because I didn't know what we were out there looking at. I did not at all. I didn't know. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at this picture right here, if we zoom up on this picture, look at this. This was in the background, and this looks like it was like an orb of some sort, maybe a big giant ship right there. This was taken back in July. See, I just took these pictures and I was only focused on this right here and this right here. But you can clearly see that this thing right here looks like a big big old ship that was up there in the sky right there. And I've never noticed that until today. You know, I'd see like strange, some strange, how do you take pictures with your phone? I just, Samantha Hernandez, I just take a picture, I just point my phone up toward the sky. But you know, this was back in July. This right here that just showed up. You know, I probably should have, it could have been a giant, you know, it's amazing how when you get out there and take pictures, you know, you just focus on one single thing and then you see stuff like that appear in your pictures. A big old ship up there in the sky. So yeah, so if you're just tuning into this video, I was talking about some of my pictures, a picture of mine that was someone falsely said it was theirs, but then I go through this, my pictures right now from July, and you know, I was only focused on the, but look what's in the background. This humongous ship up there, right there. And you can see it more clearly right here. And look, back here you can see the faint outline of something else. So there is something definitely up there in the clouds behind this. Wow, this is an even better picture. Look at that, you all. These are actual pictures that I took. There's something up there in the sky. That's pretty neat. So if you're seeing bits of this right here, there is a giant. Those things are what I'm catching now at night. They're up there in the sky, and they were up there then. Patty, it does look like a big ship. See, and just look at that. This was July the 9th. I have so many pictures like this, and I never looked in the background of these, never. This is today. These are actual pictures. And there looks like, right here on this picture, this could be like a planet or something back there. I don't know. Yeah. That is pretty amazing right there. I wonder if we've got it in these other pictures. There's no wondering if they're in the other pictures, because I know. Yes, that's right. It has a ripple part on it. I have these pictures on my database. Are we going to look at some more? Patty, yes. It is big, and we're just now seeing this. Why wasn't I able to see this before? Because the reason we're not seeing these before now is because it was not meant for us to see them before now, because it probably would not have, I was not prepared internally and spiritually to see this. Okay, that is a massive mothership that we have been catching right there. A massive mothership right there. You can still see it up there, and there is something else back here behind it. So yeah, I have these pictures. These are all in the same frame, and you can't really see it in that one either, because I just got so, yeah, sometimes you would catch them out here, and sometimes you wouldn't. You can see the outline of it back here. And you know, I guess I thought that was like a glare right there. Muhammad, that looks humongous, and looks, Muhammad. Hello, Muhammad. I am 52 years of age. Is how old I am. Okay, and now I know what that a red hue was back there. Because there was like a red hue. And, you know, people kept telling me, you know, you got flares and stuff. No, I don't have flares. This red hue right there, it was coming from this red hue was coming from this ship right there in the clouds. That's where it was coming from. And this ship moved, and you can see the other ship behind it right there. You know, this is worth posting on the Facebook, although it's months old. That's okay, Muhammad Al-Hassan. That's okay. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah. That's pretty amazing. That ship right there. That big mother ship right there. There's no telling how many more photos that I have that this ship is in. Or other ships right there. You know, I could probably post these on the timeline, but then I don't know, I don't feel too good about posting month-old images. You think I should, Patty? I certainly wouldn't say, I just took this yesterday, but you know what? It looks quite similar to that, now that I look at it, it looks quite similar to that golden disc that we captured in the sky right there. Yeah. That's what it looks quite similar to up there. You know, this is a really good picture right here. And it was captured with my iPhone SE right there. So yeah, I can post that picture of that massive mothership. And there is another, looks like there is something back here hiding behind it. Yeah. I'll post it, Patrick. I will post those pictures of that. I will. Yeah, because I'm sure that it's in a lot more of my pictures that was overlooked. I haven't heard of Carlos Merzos. My nose is itching. Someone's talking about me. I haven't heard of Carlos Munoz Ferrada. Look how big it is, Patty. It is bigger than the sun. Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah. So if anyone's just tuning in, I started off talking about these two suns, and I guess it was meant, and then I went through my pictures, and we're just going through my pictures in my big database, and this mothership is in it. It's got a big mothership, so you can't see it right there, but when I zoomed up, you can see the big mothership in my pictures right there, big mothership, and there's something else behind it. Right there, up in the sky, and this is on the July the 9th, and it seemed like it showed up. That's why I like to take pictures on my cloudy days, because I could get better images. And I had, I think I had some filters on the front to block out the rays of the sun. But it's amazing that, you know, how this happened. This is really amazing. Now, you got to think about this, okay? Everything happens for a divine reason. I really do think that. So let's back up. It was meant for me to see that image of the person who posted my image of the two suns, because, you know, it struck a chord within me. So it was meant for me to go on here and look at my other image, to find that image like that, and then get on here on the Facebook. Okay, this happened for a divine reason. Get in here on the Facebook and start going through these pictures, because this object right here, would not have been shown live to you all. Had that picture not appeared on that Facebook page that someone said was theirs, we would not be to this very point right here in this video where we're seeing this huge mothership up there in the sky right here. And this was back in July. And it does look quite similar to that golden disc, the yellow disc that we got probably a month ago that had these big circles in it right here. And there is something in the background. He is a scientist from Chile, the huge planet called Planet X. Okay, well, we're looking at a huge mothership right here. And you know what? I bet this image can be brought out even more. But yeah, if you're tuning in, this is what we're talking about right now. So I don't know how long I've been on here, but that's pretty exciting, and that's pretty undeniable that, yes, there is a huge mothership up there in the sun, bigger up there in the sky, bigger than the sun. Okay, and I'm going to have to add that in the description of the title of this video. It's up there, and that is indeed what we are seeing when I'm taking these pictures of the sky with my clip-on lens. There are huge, huge motherships up there. Yeah, and I will post that. I'll post that picture. It is picture number 38. Picture number 38. And that's what color it is. And it does appear to have like a reddish hue to it. Picture number 38. Good morning, Marilyn Knott. Good morning. Yeah, and where there's one mothership, there's more. It's like roaches. If you see one roach, you see more roaches. We are teeny tiny, Patty. We are teeny, teeny, tiny. See, and I wouldn't even post this picture right here on my Facebook because I thought, you know, they had me so discombobulated in the beginning. They saying all my stuff was flares. But you know what? That's not a flare. That is the outline of the ships that is up there. It is. So all these images, a lot of these images never made it to the Facebook because of this. But you can see these up here. So image number 38. Image number 38. This was like a video. I was trying to get it going through the clouds. Well, that was a very short video. Yeah, I wonder if I have it on a live photo. I really do. I don't have it on, you know, there's like a little bitty UFO like ship up there, but I don't have it close up. These, I don't. Showed ships around the sun. Yeah, I know there's ships around that sun. There really are. Lots of ships. I would not be surprised if in some of these videos that I have taken in the past that there is a huge ship back there in the sun. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I've already forgot the number of the picture. No, Debbie, the negative Nellies, they're not going to discourage me. There may be times I feel down because they kind of get to me, but it doesn't last long because I can't live like that. I can't live with the negative energy. I can't. It's not a part of me at all. It really isn't. I can't believe that was up there in the sky all that time. That ship right there. So I'm going to end this video right here, and I'll post this on the timeline. It's probably, what if it's something more than a spaceship? Bless me. I don't know. Oh, my nose is, oh, it's itchy. So I'm going to have to end this video. I'm going to end it right here, and it's been nice chatting with every one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. But yeah, this was July the 9th of 2018. This is a massive mothership or something up there in the sky.